Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Brian here back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at 5 hotels or resorts in Libourne. Libourne is just outside of Bordeaux in the kind of like middle to southern end of France. Has a population of about 25,000 people, so it's a little small. We're going to be reviewing it on 5 categories out of 5 stars. First one being location, second being style or what it is, third being pictures, fourth being reviews, and fifth being the curb appeal. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so for the first one, we found this kind of very elaborate place just outside of the town. As you can see, um, it's this 5-star resort or whatever. Almost 1,500 reviews, almost 5 stars, and it has a website. Three, well, 4-star location. The point is the location's out of the way. Um, but let's see some pictures. It's about 200 a night, at least in April. So it's a little bit cheap. It's cheap to travel right now, actually. So, very nice chateau. Looks like they have some outdoor seating, balcony seating. Um, Lots of fields. This guy owns land. Those are probably a wine field or something. Pool. Yeah, this is definitely French royalty. As we can see, we get a picture or videos of. Wait, this is a guest house? Oh, that's the guest house. Okay, that makes sense. So you can either stay in the guest house or stay in the main castle. And that's probably how they charge it. Wow. Wow. This is pretty good. Um, a lot of these are product shots though. Of course it's gonna look good. Um, Restaurant, pool. Very interesting. Very interesting. Makeup remover. At night, I mean, they just have basic lights. There's some people there. I mean, it's nice. Alright, well, this is pretty much just bullshit, whatever. So, um, let's go to reviews. How do people actually enjoy it? What about beautiful stays? Oh, we want the one that tells you all. Great hotel, wonderful staff. It's always about that service. Here we go. Went for drinks and coffee. Terrible experience as the place was understaffed. Ho ho ho. 2 months ago. What was 2 months ago? February. Being rude to a female colleague was shocking and heartbreaking. The French. Finally, we have overcharged 70 euros. Had to pay again. Process was refunded. Gorgeous setting, but would not. Well, um, we chose the best suites, which was dark and small and upstairs. Um, the night we had arrived, we were told we would not be able, as guests, to eat at the restaurant as they were full. There were a group of drunk British men that were yelling and screaming. First evening. We ended up leaving. There are nicest places to stay in Saint-Élion. I don't know where that is. Probably some city nearby or something, or whatever's over here. But after putting us in a room with stifling hot, we were told the AC didn't work. It was never heat blasting, and voila, the heat was off and it was comfortable. Um, Exceeded our expectations. Deluxe, 5 star, 2 grand barrel, booked a facial. So they have like a spa. We thought they have a pool, they have a spa. Most likely they have a fitness center, restaurant. So it really much is a resort, completes the set. Everything's right here. Um, didn't have the view that was advertised. Well, do you want the castle view or the guest house? Um, or however they sell it. We're about to find out on their website. We also discovered private terrace. When I noticed this, I told the desk. I was told by the staff that they would management. Let's see its website. Let's see its website. Probably its parent company, Graham Barrio. Chateau Saint Imon. Yeah, they own a couple wine bar. Knew it was probably gonna be wine fields. Rooms and suites. No thanks. Oh my god. I'm being clickbaited by the French. So they have a superior room, deluxe room, executive chateau room, vineyard executive room, duplex suite. Wow. Junior suite. They just keep selling them. Royal suite, superior room. Okay, that just repeats. Um, I mean, pretty good website for the most part. Obviously, it's a five-star place. They're gonna at least put some effort into having a website. So, they cheated. Good location, good property. So obviously they can do well. Let's take a look at the curve appeal. Where is my Google guy? Oh, I thought this was the main road. I was like, oh, he's right on the main road. Um, Chateau Grambario from the outside. I mean, it looks pretty nice. Obviously, it's quite a complex actually. They probably make wine or something. Sell wine. They probably sell wine in the restaurant actually. But very interesting trees. Can we see what this was like previous years? Probably not. Wow. What's down here? I feel like we're just past the brewery. Forklift. Hmm. And this is the main road. Oh my God. Jeez. That tells you about it. Okay. All right. I think that we've seen everything here. Obviously, there's quite a bit to see, but I think we've seen everything here. Um, Website, everything like that, reviews. So let's give the Chateau Hotel and Spa Grand Burial a review. So first off, location. Um, well, it's actually got pretty good location. It's close but not far. It has tons of land to itself. I mean, it's a five-star place. So location, we're gonna give five. For style or what it is, obviously another five. Um, it's a French chateau vineyard. That's exactly what it is. So we're gonna give that a five. Pictures, a lot of product pictures. I mean, it did look nice, but it was a lot of product pictures. So I would say probably a three. Reviews. Um, it's got a lot of reviews. People really like it. There are some things, but we'll give it a four. And then for curb appeal, five. Our Google guy can go straight up to it and even further. So we're gonna give curb appeal a five. Obviously, it's a grand complex. So those are the stats for that. and on to the next. All right, so the next one we're going to be looking at is a little further away. This one's up to the left of Libourne. It's La Source de Bardon. It's a little cheaper. It was randomly brought up, so I think it's probably about the same distance as the last one, maybe a little further. For pictures, we're about to see in pictures. For price, it's a little cheap. For reviews, no one's really here, and there's no website, and no walkability, and no recreation. 5-star reviews though, so we'll have to see what that's all about. First picture is clearly a product picture, but we click on it, of course. All right, come on. Is this lady and them, and that's it. I think that's it. I do not have confidence in this one. Even though it is an ad, I don't have confidence in this one. So, um, there wasn't much for pictures. It was all sort of product shots. Maybe they changed. No, no, they did not change. So, prices, reviews. Um, what is this? An event space? Looks like a historical thing. Dear Alfonso, we had an amazing stay. We had spent 3 wonderful days enchanting setting. Our room was not only very comfortable, but also tasted decoratively. Breakfast was good. Kindness and humor. I don't know if this is real. They really like Alfonso and Maria. Um, check availability. Um, how do we book it? What does it say about it? Garden view. Is there future dates? Or is it just the one thing? How does this work? Room types, here we go. Oh my god, that took forever. Double room, double room with garden view, adult double room with garden views. Whatever. Whatever. Um, this place down here. Why didn't we pick that? Anyway, street view. This is the building. It is sideways. Um, yeah, it's just kind of like a short-term stay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a cottage. You're basically just getting a cottage, um, split into three. I think there's only 3 rooms, to be honest. And they're all garden view. So let's give a source, or let's give a review of the La Source de Bardon. So for uh, location is probably like a 3, 2. We'll give location like a 2. No, 3. We'll give it a 3. Um, Style or what it is, it's a cottage. Um, I wasn't too big of a fan on the outside and the positioning of the building. Um, I don't know. These all seem like product shots, so I'm not too impressed. So style, we'll give it like a 3. Pictures, we'll give it like a 2. We're not a fan of the pictures. Um, Reviews, some of the reviews, I don't know. So we'll give reviews like a 2, even though it's a 5 star. I have some odd things uh thought about. I don't think they're real. So reviews we're gonna give like a 2. Curb appeal. It does have a curb, but again, I'm not a fan of the positioning. It's just a weird building, just kind of placed there. So we'll give that a 3. At minimum, it had curb, so we'll give that a 3. Um, so that is going to do it for the La Source de Bardon, and we're going to go on to our next. All right, so the next one that we have is north of Libourne. It is Ibis Budget Libourne. It's a 2-star tourist hotel, according to Google. Three and a half stars with 1,000 reviews. Going for roughly $52. It is cheaper than that cottage that we just saw. What is all this? And it has a website, probably a parent website. Um, the outside reminds me of it. This first picture, it reminds me of like some 1950s company or like some Pixar movie where you're just like going into a factory. So, a yellow room and a TV. You get a small TV. Window. What do the windows look like in that? Oh, very interesting. Wine. They love their wine. Uh, this little river. Very colorful. This is like the 70s or like the 60s. Very colorful. That's probably when this building was built. Something about a tree. A little bench outside. Eh, pretty much right at the river. Um, we see down here, it's right at a traffic circle. Sink, basketball, random basketball shot. Come, yes, we have basketball. All right. Um, the pictures were not very impressive. Pictures were from the company, so they were not authentic. Reviews, not much confidence in the reviews so far. What's this place? Some random shack or something. I don't know. 5 stars. An Olympic boating lake, an extensive park. I would imagine this being a nice park. Um, we stayed here for one night. It could be hit or miss. The basic formula is the same. Um, Receptionist is pleasant. It's all about that service. The room cleaning was poor, but stained carpets. Um, but wait. Was that the hotel website? Yeah. Read my review on your website. They don't actually talk like that, but um, 3 stars. The hotel is outdated. You see me outside. Um, as I walked into the reception area, walked out over their shoulder. J'ai arrived. Her and the man she left with returned for over 10 minutes. Oui? I replied, bonjour, and then tried to give my details, but then she continued the conversation with me. She turned again. Oui? At this point, I realized she wasn't stopping us. She fumbled through the booking. I think due to her lack of concentration, not incompetence. Uh, oui, bonjour, or oui, bonjour. That's all she said. All right. Um, I would imagine the reviews kind of be Jesus. Um, very hit or miss. If you just want a place to crash for the night, you'll make it through. Pretty much, I would imagine. Pretty much, I would imagine. So let's take a look at its website. A quick glance at that. See what this is all about. This just looks like a Best Western booking. This feels like I'm staying at a company. This literally feels like I'm staying at a company. Or I'm like applying for, I don't know, applying for technology and I'm putting in my resume. Our entire team looks forward to seeing you. Hotel management. Um, tells you how to get there. 12 to 12, check in, check out. I understand that it's budget, but for me, this will be the last time I will stay in a budget. It is too uncomfortable. Too uncomfortable. Well, that sucks. Indoor parking. Interesting. On the wine route, restaurants nearby. Can I see the rooms? Just has the one room. Oh. Let's put in a random day. Let's uh let's book for Christmas. One room for Christmas, please. Some people will try to book it on Christmas for next year's. It's crazy. Triple room, large bed, and bunk bed. Really? Anyway. All right, so let's finally see this thing in person. I want to see this traffic stop and how this huge industrial building looks. Oh my God. You are arriving at Mom Corp. Please check in at the toll booth here for the guard shack. Jeez. Um, it's definitely noticeable. Can we go in the traffic circle? I want to see it from the traffic. You can't hide this. We are the city. All right, where is it? What building is this? Honda. There it is. I mean, it can kind of be hidden. It can kind of be hidden. But then when you go up to it, it ominously peeks through. Um, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They have to put the trees in front of it. That thing looks scary. All right. Let's give it a review. Let's give Eva's budget a review for location. Location is, well, I would say we're gonna give location like a 4. I would say a 4. Style or what it is, 5 stars. This thing has style. It is exactly what it is. It's something that's like thought about as what companies are in the 1960s. This thing is hysterical. For style, 5 stars. Pictures were pretty much product pictures, so we're gonna give the pictures a 2, unfortunately. Um, for the reviews, well, we kind of expected it, so we'll give the reviews a 3. We'll give it a 3. For curb appeal, 5 stars. This thing was hysterical. Um, yeah, it peeks through. They use the trees to hide it, and then it peeks through as you get closer. Oh my God, this thing is too much. This thing is way too much. It's funny. Um, I think it's pretty funny. So those are our reviews. Let's see what the next place is going to be like. All right. So I'm starting to realize that a lot of these places are bed and breakfasts or cottages, like the guy's house. So I'm realizing it's a little harder to find an actual hotel. Um, for $100 a night, we have a 2-star hotel in pretty much the middle north of Libourne. It's in a really good spot. I chose this one, as you can see. It has some pretty. I'll show the first picture. This is a pretty interesting design. Um, again, also kind of given that retro 60s feel. So it does have a website. It is in French, but we're going to translate it, hopefully, if we need to, actually. I don't even think we're going to need to. Usually the website's pretty forward. So let's look at some pictures. 51 reviews. Let's look at some pictures. So we saw this first picture. It looks like their theme is yellow and white. Again, very 60s. This is a nice picture. I have these in my local area for promoting tourism. My local mountains. Um, here's the inside of it. Once again, very 60s. All these colorful shapes on the wall. These stupid product shots. This is another French place. I would imagine it being in France. It's probably the owner's grand opening, and that's the end of the pictures. Okay, this is the front door, or the door to the restaurant, maybe. No, this is the front door. Um, let's see some reviews. I'm so interested. Oh my God, where the hell are we? Um, I'm so interested in trying to see the curb appeal, but so 2 stars. Positive things close to the highway, clean. Difficult to find, especially at night. The thing's colored yellow and white. Um, Noisy place, railroad sign, hotels parking on the other side. No air conditioning. These Americans need their air conditioning. First of all, I must confess this is the worst hotel in service. Upon checking in, the receptionist lady told us breakfast is 7 to 10. We came at 9:30, too late. Can't wake up too late. It's on you. You gotta be there first thing that they open. Terrible service, no air conditioning. Actually, you gotta be up for hours before and then go to breakfast so that you're already awake. I wake up at like 2 a.m. and then stay up till breakfast and then fall back asleep. 5 stars, recommended. Recommended, excellent, recommended, receptionist. It's all about that service. Very bad experience, no air conditioning, smelly and poor. 1 star budget hotel. Okay, all right. Do they have a website? Yes, that's right. We're gonna look at the website first. Oh, I want to see if there's curb appeal. I don't even know how we can see it. The thing has railroad tracks and everything. I hope there's some sort of picture. So this is their website. This is probably going to be a parent company, most likely. Oh man. Yes, translate to English. 24 hours a day, 7 nights a week. Um, Secure access, Wi-Fi, TV, shower. Common areas. 87. So there's 87 rooms. This is a pretty large place. I would imagine the other place also having around 87. Reception open 24/7. Site under surveillance. Studio cleaning, or every 2 weeks. Usually it's every 2 days. On the third day, they turn it over, but each place is different. Self-serve. Um, how much is that? $7? Okay. $17 breakfast. Pets not allowed. So open to all. Yes. Whether you're a seasonal worker, vocational training, or tourist. Can we come with our pet? No. Um, During long stays, can we accommodate someone? Yes. We're gonna figure out the rate though. In the context stays of several weeks or months, do we have to open electricity and water meters? No. On the other hand, we can call on residents to be vigilant about their consumption. Here's all these random things in France. Shows the location, pharmacy, bus station, all that stuff. Actually, this is pretty close to everything. Um, we are in actually Libourne. So studios, let's see what their rooms are at least looking like. Is there a premiere suite? Single studio, double studio, studio twins, studio PMR. Probably means private master room. Okay. All right. And now let's see if we can see this thing. Oh, I don't think we can. Look for the bright yellow building. Bright yellow building. We're looking for this. Oh, there it is. Handicap accessible. Let's see if we can move just a little bit further up the street. Nope. It's got curb appeal. You can see it. I do know what they mean by it being easily missed because this entire time we thought the parking lot was on this side. So that's an easy miss. But for curb appeal, I would say it's not bad. I would say it's not bad. Um, Probably gonna rate the curb appeal pretty high as well. Okay. All right. So that is going to do it for the Residence Hotel Hotelier Le Prado. Um, we're gonna give a review of it. So first off, location, 5-star location. This is pretty much in the downtown of everything, or in a busy area of Libourne. People come here. Everything is walkable. Yeah, everything is walkable for you, like Yamaha motorcycle shop. So location 5 stars. Style or what it is, once again 5 stars. This is a 1960s long-term stay hotel. That's what it sounds like. Um, yep. Could some parts be improved? Sure, but the style is definitely there. Pictures, pictures weren't impressive. Mostly product shots, so probably 2 stars on pictures. Once again, that's just how it is. Um, Reviews mostly fine. Well, it's a toss up. So we're gonna give reviews probably like a three, 3 or 4. We'll say 4, just because they say 4. So we'll give them a 4. Um, Curb appeal, probably a 5 stars again. It has curb appeal. You can see it. You can see it. So, um, yeah, so that's gonna do it for the Residence Hotel Lear Librado. And on to our next one. All right, so for our fifth and final hotel, we're going to be looking at Lodges Hotel de la Tour Libourne. Taking a tour in this hotel of the city of Libourne. Well, it's not really a city. Well, it says it's a commune. Um, Settlement, the settlement of Libourne. So we have pretty much almost 5-star reviews, almost 500 reviews. Also about $100 a night. Check-in time is 5. Checkout time's at 11. Probably being an older property and intricate, it probably is harder to clean. So, uh, per location, it is right on this Isle River and Dordogne. So the location is pretty much a 5 stars. It's here. Pretty much this is where you want to be. So let's take a look at some pictures. Does it have a website? I don't think it has a website. Oh, it does. So pictures, it's probably what the outside looks like. It said it was a 13th century property. Very interesting. I don't like that they keep doing this to the beds. It looks like it's like a beanbag chair. Um, a lot of these are product shots, to be honest. I want to see some good ones. Come on, give us a good picture. Latest? Oh, I don't want that. Um, from visitors. Here we go. No way. What was your visitor remark there? Come on, bro. This is the river. Little nice river. Waterfront property. What the hell? Looks like a giant cigar factory or a chocolate factory or something. Like that style. Not that it actually is. It's probably another waterfront vineyard or some crazy thing. Castle. Well, there's no good pictures. These are all product pictures. This is a fun picture. I like doing this. When I go to hotels and stuff, I like doing this. Looking down or looking up. Because usually there's a skylight up here too. So you want to look up. The city capital or something. Here it is at night. Very, very bright. I would not put that many lights on it. And they're colorful as well. Like you can do flickering lights, as in like lanterns to, simulate it, but I wouldn't put blue lights up there. Here is a Google Street View of the room. Two twins. This is common area balcony. I'm the king of France. I don't know what this road is doing. It goes from bike lanes to the street. But this all looks like it's a historical property, so um, everything is trying to be preserved and maintained. Well, I'm not too impressed with the pictures. Actually, whoa, let's see. Wait, what's this video? This looks pretty cool. Oh, this is absolutely nothing. I was amazed by the mist. Um, they probably have their own restaurant. Okay. All right. Well, we saw everything for pictures, so that's kind of whatever. Let's take a look at the website. The website is in French, so we will have to translate it. But so far, it doesn't look like we really have to. Here we go. There's so much stuff popping up. Welcome to, oh, Manon and Alexis Villette welcome you to their establishment located at the foot of the fortifications of the 14th century. The hotel offers an authentic setting lulled by the history of the Batitude, or Bastide. All rooms are personalized, and some have a view of the Dordogne with a balcony. So that's the river. They have a river view. Whatever. 7-hour wedding reception banquets, essentially. Book a room. Let's book a room. Let's see what this is going to be about. Come on. I am a high-paying client. I want your most prestigious room or one of every room. So for one night stays at the end of March, double. This is balcony view, queen, twin. Oh, it's not a whole lot. Okay, whatever. Um, let's see the street view. I'm sure we can get the street view. Oh, there's street view inside of it. We saw that. So here's the building. They own, I wonder what's inside of this. No, they don't own this. No, they just own this. Okay. So less impressive, but still pretty impressive. So they're right on top of a historical landmark. Uh, Pretty good curb appeal. I mean, it blends in, but it still has some style. It's an old building, so there's only so much you can do with that. But they have blue doors. Blue is their theme. Red, colorful. Try to make it as colorful as possible because it's tan. Whoa. Um, so we'll give it some pretty good curb appeal. What does it look like on the back? Because we can actually see the back. So a little hobbit door. So this is the back of it. Um, Not a whole lot. It's pretty much just a service door. Is this the restaurant? This is probably the restaurant. So they own at least this back section as well, which is pretty sizable. Um, yeah, I would say it has some curb appeal. So, okay. With that being said, we're gonna review the Lodges Hotel de la Tour Libourne. First off of location. Location is a 5 stars. It is in a very nice location. Second is style and what it is. Um, it's got style for sure. It's got character. I'm not a fan of the style, but it has style. Well, these two pictures kind of contrast. So I would say probably 4. Pictures, a 2. Most of them are product pictures. Reviews. Did we look at reviews? Yeah, we looked at reviews. Um, yeah, they're mostly nice. So reviews will give a 5 stars. Curb appeal, also 5 stars. We did get to see the front. Well, we'll give it a 4 stars. We did get to see the front and the side of it. Um, yeah, they could have done a little bit more, but it's there. It's there. So we'll give it a 4 stars. All right, so that's gonna do it for that. And then we're gonna go into reviewing the wall, and so be tuned for that. All right, guys, we are at the Mairie de Libourne, which is, I guess, City Hall of this place. So, with that being said, we are going to put up our final decision up on the board and review all the places at once, which one did the best. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to tune in next time when we find another random city and discover what it has to offer. If you did like this video, please be sure to leave a like, hit subscribe to follow more, and I'll see you then. All right, thanks.